Hey, what's up? Welcome to another hot topic on He Say, She Say with your girl CoCo J.
And your boy, the Hood Howard Stern, Q Lewis, man. Definitely lovely to be back in the place to be on the MIC. You know, sometimes it's Friday.
MIC.
On the MIC, you feel me, on the mic. Yo, sometimes I feel like it's Freestyle Friday. Like, remember back on, you see, I know you ain't really into rap like that, but Freestyle Fridays used to be on the, what was that, on the basement, Big Tig in the basement, was it? Damn, what show was, oh, no, it was on 106 Park, yeah. Freestyle Fridays, man. So, yeah, I got a little excited because, you know, back in the day, you know, I used to do my rap thing. You feel me?
Oh,
all right, that's a whole nother.
Don't get started.
I'm
so glad you didn't pursue it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be, you know what I'm saying, MC such and such, and you know what I'm saying, MC therefore art thou. Okay, anyway, yeah, like CoCo J said, man. Welcome back to another hot topic on He Say, She Say, man. Of course, we go dig into our actual hot topic in a moment, but you know. This CoCo J, we got to talk about what's been going on all week. So what's been good with you?
I don't really have too much nothing going on.
Why you feeling like that?
I don't know, because it's like I say that all the time. Like, I guess they like, damn, she don't be doing nothing. But not, you know.
No, yeah,
like,
but we know you, though. The people that listen to the show know that you very secretive, like G4 classified. So even when you do have stuff going on, it's like you scared to say it. Like somebody go steal your idea or something.
Oh, no, not at all. I ain't worried about that. But for the most part, I just been, you know, chilling, doing the norm, the regular.
Yeah, I feel.
Yeah, as they say, staying in my lane.
Right, you know what I'm saying? And if you in my lane, hit the blinker and let me pass.
You silly.
I'm just saying.
Right.
Anyway. Yeah, so something had to be going on, though.
As far as what?
Ain't nothing going on?
Let me see.
Ain't seen any good movies?
You know what? I did watch, damn, where my memory at? I did watch 50 Shades. Is it 50 Shades of?
Oh, 50 Shades of Grey. Yeah.
50 Shades of Grey. I was about to say 50 Shades of Black. Yeah, 50 Shades of Grey.
Right, no, that's Marlon movie that came out today.
Right.
So, yeah.
But I ended up seeing that. I know I'm late. It's been out for a while, but it was okay. It wasn't as good as the book, the first book, because I know it has to be a part 2 to it because they didn't cover all the other books, the other books that I read. But it was okay. It was real.
Okay.
It was okay. They skipped a lot of parts, which I know they had to. It was already 2 hours long, so.
Right.
But like I said, I know I'm late, but it was good.
Yeah.
I want to see the second half of the movie. Hopefully, they do come out with another one.
Right, and I'm figuring that you probably never got around to watching it because you read the book. And I know a lot of people when they read a book, it's like they don't even want to watch the movie half the time because there's always that notion that the movie is never as good as the book.
Exactly.
I mean, and you said that was the case in this one too, right?
Yeah, it was the case. Like I said, they skipped a lot of parts.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it was good. It was okay. The book was good. The movie was okay.
Okay. All right. Well, shit, that's what's up, though. So you do.
I mean, I'm always doing something. Trust me. I'm always doing something.
Always doing something. Trust you, You said trust you. You always doing something.
I'm always doing something. It's never really no time to where I can just sit down and just chill unless I'm just sick or just like out of it or something.
Yeah, hopefully you ain't sick.
No, I ain't sick. Other than that, no, the kids, kicking it with my kids, of course.
Yeah.
And trying to think what the heck I'm gonna do. What my 7-year-old. No, I'm sorry, my 8-year-old.
He'll be 8.
No, he will be 9. Yeah. So his birthday is on the 3rd. So he don't know what he want to do. We was gonna do something this weekend, but we have to wait till the following weekend. Okay. But we trying to. He say Dave and Buster's. Thanks to his auntie Toya, who
So
My
now
nephew
he got it in his head, but that's what he want to do for his birthday, right?
Exactly. My sister took my nephew for his birthday, and we all went, and they enjoyed themselves. Now he want to go, but then he kind of changed his mind, so he just want to go out to eat. I'm like, that's all you want to just go out to eat? So we'll figure out something. But other than that, nothing being a taxi for my 14-year-old son, taking him and his friends everywhere.
Yeah, that's how it go when you got a teenager, man. That's how it go.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. I was like, y'all are killing me. Mom, can they spend the night? Mom, can you pick us up there? Mom, can you take us there? I'm like, y'all. I mean, between me and the other kids' parents, we kind of share the load, but I'm just like, y'all, he thinks he's supposed to do something every weekend.
Well, yeah, that's what it is when you're a kid, man. You think that every weekend you're supposed to be somewhere else, and, of course, there's never nothing to do at home,
Exactly. I was like, Lord. He's like, Mama, I'm a teenager. This is what teenagers are supposed to do. So last weekend, I kind of made him, I caught myself trying to make him sit down and be still. I ended up, it didn't happen. He went with him and his friends from school, and they spent the night over there at the hotel, and I ended up picking them up, taking them home. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's a good kid, so it's always good. And like I said, this is just the beginning. He's only 14, so this is just the beginning.
Right. Don't remind me.
Right.
License. Then I'll be scared. I'll be scared for that.
I was gonna say, then you're gonna be more nervous because
I'm gonna be more.
Or what he's doing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that's about it. That's just going on with me. What's up with you?
Nothing too much going on with me, man. Because, yesterday we did my show, straight from the E-Block Radio. Was live yesterday, man. We talked about some good stuff yesterday. Talked about the Flint water thing, and of course the whiteout at the Oscars. So we're trying to see if black people should boycott the Oscars. So we had a pretty good show yesterday, so that was cool. Shout out to my man Monk Money, of course, my co-host from yesterday, and make sure that you check out the replay on www.eblockradio.com. But enough of that, because we on the He Say She Say show now. You know what I'm saying? The show about love, relationships, and everything in between. But other than that, man, I've just been just focusing on these radio shows, trying to get my radio game up to par, and still working on my new project that I'm trying to be done with around March or April. You know what I'm saying? Another book that I got coming out. So this time I'm taking my hand at the novel side of the game. So last couple of books been poetry books. So I'm trying to get my novel on this one. So it's going pretty good. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little excited about it because it's something different, nice little challenge and everything. And also real quick, man, I want to give a shout out to the people checking us out on Periscope real quick. Hopefully it's working. I don't know. I tried to work this yesterday. Yesterday was my very first broadcast. Today is the second broadcast, so it's just gonna be a little preview for the show today. So if you're on Periscope, though, eventually once I hang up on y'all, you gotta go to www.eblockradio.com and catch the rest of the show. All right, so you gotta catch me and my girl CoCo J. I mean my lady. She hates when I say girl. It's a habit. All right? Me and my lady, CoCo J. I know you hate when I say my girl, all right?
I wasn't going to say nothing, play.
I'm going to clean it up, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to clean it up. But yeah, so shout out to the people checking me out on Periscope. Make sure that if you're not a follower, make sure you follow me on there, Hood Howard Stern. And, of course, follow my co-host and my lady. Hey, it's CoCo J. It's Hey, it's CoCo J, all right? So make sure you follow both of us on Periscope. We're going to get our Periscope game together soon, you know what I'm saying? She just, I wasn't up on it. I'm just getting up on it, so now she's about to get up on it, and we go do this Periscope thing.
I don't know about that Periscope.
I mean, you're going to have to. You got to do it for people see.
It won't allow you to have practice shots. You got to immediately do it, and you can't start over. I don't know about no Periscope.
You can't practice. You just got to jump in there. You feel me?
I know that's the issue I'm having with Periscope, but I'm gonna give it a try and see how that goes. But if I don't like it, I'm not using it.
Oh man, it ain't about you like it. It's about engaging. It's about engaging with your listeners. You know what I'm saying?
I guess.
That's what you want to engage the listeners.
We'll see how it turn out.
See how you go. But anyway, once you finally get around to it. But other than that, man, that's really been about it. Just been really, taking a look at this Flint water situation. Before we jump off into our subject, we always got to talk a little bit about what's going on. I know you have something you want to talk about too, but real quick before we jump into that, I just wanted to say, a little bit about the Flint. I guess they call it a water crisis, but first of all, it's getting a gang of national attention, all right, and which it should be, because this can really be a bigger issue than people really taking into consideration, considering that there's been something wrong with the water for from what they're saying at least a year, maybe two, but some are speculating that even longer than that. But you're talking about, just like we was talking on the show yesterday, you're talking about a situation where this is not only a problem right now, but will be a medical problem years from now. So what do you do for those people who, been drinking this water, bathing in this water, washing their clothes in this water, who don't have any symptoms now, but in a couple of years may have some kind of lead-associated illness? Like, who's gonna pay for that? You know what I'm saying? Like, who are they gonna help them with medical, with medical bills, or what's gonna happen? Because just because they're treating and cleaning the water now, it's not gonna take back the adverse effects that it's already done for the community. So,
right.
I mean, what's gonna happen with that? And everybody's helping. Everybody's donating water, donating money. They working on getting the system, the pipes and everything fixed. At the end of the day, what's going to happen with the national attention? They're going to say, well, we donated this millions of dollars. Now we about to go back to, our life. What's going to happen to those Flint residents after that? That's the question.
Well, I at this point, watching the news and listening to the residents of Flint speak, and even the mayor speak, it don't look like they not gonna let that happen, because they're really and I'm just saying that just based off what I'm hearing from the people that they're interviewing, and once again, even the mayor. She basically was just saying she's not gonna let them just put a Band-Aid on it. Basically, it's definitely, she's gonna stay on top of them to see what they're gonna be doing about it, even now and in the long run. Because, like you said, it's going to be some long-term effects due to that water they was drinking and bathing and washing in. So even for the little kids, a majority for the little kids.
Yeah, mainly for the little kids.
Yeah, so it's definitely going to be something that needs to continue.
Yeah, because you talk about right now. Let's say a kid, 3 or 4 years old. They've been drinking this water, or washing up in it, bathing in it, whatever you call it, and just using it for washing clothes. You're talking about babies and all that kind of stuff. Like even as far as washing out milk bottles with this water and then putting the milk in it, like it's still lead residue still in there, it's still corrosion.
Right.
And with that in mind, I'm just saying, like, those are the ones who are most susceptible to illness later on. So you're talking about, how, I mean, it's not funny, because how you would make jokes sometimes when we were kids. I know we did. We made jokes about kids who we perceived as being, like, kind of slower in school. Like, we used to say they ate lead paint chips and shit like that. But this is the same case, and it's not funny now, because this is, like, really, they didn't have a choice in it. So they've been intaking lead, and they that is scientifically proven that lead can lead to mental issues, or this shit could be way worse though. Like, and we won't even know how bad it is until a few years from now. So what do you do for that? Do they give them the ultimate, Obamacare or something, because
they were saying on the radio as well. I caught the last end of what they're, as far as with the medical issues in the long run, but they were saying how they're going to have to try to get long-term medical assistance for the people, for them, because, like I said, they might not even have issues right now, and they might be presented later on down the line, and they need some medical attention or some medical insurance. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So they definitely going to have to. Like I said, it's not over yet. Definitely, even the mayor said that the water, Snyder is saying that it's fine now. The mayor says no, it's not fine. Snyder say he would take his kids down there and put them in the bathtub. Something like that.
Of course, he's supposed to say that.
So I'm laughing because it's not a funny situation at all. But I'm just saying, for him to sit up here and say that crazy stuff, it's ridiculous. But anyway.
No, and that's how politics work, man. And it's crazy because, at the end of the day, we expect all of these politicians to make the right decision. I mean, we put a lot of faith. I'm sorry, this is a relationship show. I'm sorry, man. I'm getting too far into it, but we put too much faith into a government that is built on capitalism.
Yeah, that's all it is.
And then I'm just gonna leave that right there, and then you can take it. I'm leaving it right there. But anyway, we gonna move away from it. But before we be on that all day, so what was it that you it was something that happened with a lady at Fairlane, right, with the police?
Right. It happened a couple of days ago.
I'm sorry. For listeners that's on Periscope and on the radio that's not from the Detroit, Michigan area, Fairlane is a mall in Metro Detroit. So. Yeah,
it was. Well, to start out with, one of the security guards at Fairlane. This is from what I read. Security guard called the Dearborn police because this lady was in a store acting belligerent. So she called the police, and they seen her vehicle or something. They said she down there tried to run over the police, the security guard as well. Mm-hmm. But anyway, they stopped her on Hubbard right off the freeway, Hubbard Drive, and what I read, they down there opened. They went to one of the police officers went to the door, opened it, and was about to arrest her until she put her foot on the gas and was going for the police officer that was walking towards them. Her car, and they pulled her. He pulled her. The officer pulled his weapon and shot her twice. She died. But now the family is saying that it was murder, and they also saying that she was a schizophrenic, which is a mental illness, and she was on medication. So they saying that they also the police officers need training on how to handle mental illness people, but my question is, how would you know if you're handling a person that that's mentally ill? Right.
Exactly. Like, you don't just know a schizophrenic person, like a schizophrenic person who's taking medication, who is out in a normal population. If obviously the family felt comfortable enough. Like I said, first of all, let me say this. I'm not trying to take anything away from the fact that this woman has been killed by police officers. All right, first of all, let me say that first, because I know that's going to be a problem. But then I got to say this: if your family thinks that you are of sound mind enough to be out driving, going to the mall with nobody with you, then how am I, just somebody on the street or even a trained police officer, supposed to know that you have some kind of mental illness? If nobody else thinks it's enough of an issue to let you go out by yourself and you're driving and you out in public by yourself. Now, the first thing is when you have a mental illness to a certain degree is when you interact with people, it may be a problem. So if you didn't think that it was a big enough problem where you would let her go out by herself, then how am I responsible to know if she's crazy or not?
Okay, and that's true. But at the same time, we're talking about a 31-year-old woman. It's not let her go out by herself. So it's probably too much they couldn't do.
Well, because if you crazy to the point where this is going to be your defense, then you don't need to be out by yourself at all. I'm
right.
just saying.
I'm not sure if they're using that as a defense, but they just saying that she had a mental illness. So that goes back.
You know what I'm saying?
That goes back to the whole issue of putting a Band-Aid on mental illness. I'm just saying.
Right. So you don't train the police officers. You get some better assistance for people with mental illness. You don't train the police
and
to recognize
you open up
crazy.
Right, and you open up facilities for mental illness
Right.
people. So, yeah, but yeah, I just wanted to bring that up because and the only reason why I really brought that up, it's sad that she lost her life for that, and my prayers are definitely going up for the family. But at the same time, it's deeper when it comes to handling mental illness. It goes way deeper than that. So that definitely needs to be addressed as well. I've always said that because it's still a major issue. It's still a major issue. And something needs to be done about it. They need to really take charge of this mental illness that's going on and do something about it.
No, definitely, man. I agree with that, man. Hey, look, so we gonna move off of that too. I guess we getting all off into politics and everything else, man. It's really easy to do because there's so much of it going on, and it could be that it's getting ready to be a change in the regime. So that could be why I think that's why I'm thinking everything is so political and everything because of getting ready to change the president and everything, but. I don't want to go too deep into that, but just like you said, it's putting a Band-Aid on it. I mean, you got to take care of the mental illness aspect of it first before you can start saying you need to train police officers to recognize it. Because what's the difference? You train the police officers to recognize it, but then you're not helping it on the other end. So then you're just giving them more mentally ill people to have to identify. So let's try to take away from that group as opposed to making police. Because police officers, I have to say this, and not just because I'm a black male from the inner city, but I don't expect a whole lot from police officers. I mean, I'm not about to add something else to it, but anyway. So that's the end of that, man. I ain't gonna get on that no further. Don't forget, man, if you're on eblockradio.com or if you're on Blog Talk Radio, you got to call into the show, 760-283-4647. If you're on Periscope right now, man, I'm getting ready to sign out. I want to thank y'all for checking me out right now for the little pregame. But if you want to check out the rest of the show, you just got to click off of here, go to www.eblockradio.com and hit the He Say, She Say tab, and you can watch the show from there. Or, like I said, you can call 760-283-4647. I just want to say peace out to my Periscope crew, man. Hood Howard Stern, make sure you follow me on there, all right? All right, so we out from Periscope, man. Peace, y'all. But, yeah. But, see, that's a whole nother situation. I just hope that black people don't. Well, I'm not even sure if the lady was black though. So let me first of all take that back because I'm not even sure. All right, do you know offhand or?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know offhand whether she was black or white.
Okay, because I don't want to make a racial issue out of it because to me it's never really been a racial issue when it comes to police killing civilians. It's always been a power thing with me. So with that being said too, if you put them in a tough position though, if the story is how they say it is, because like I said, you got to remember that the information that you're getting is from the media, so you never know really. You never really know what's what. But if it is in fact that they pulled her over and then tried to get her out of the car and she smashed the gas and it may have appeared that she was trying to run somebody over, which if she had some kind of mental illness, it could have been the case where like she flipped out and got scared. Like this can happen. Like because if she got some kind of mental illness, she could have seen this whole situation differently. So she could have felt like she just go smash his gas and get the hell out of here. And just so happened the police was in front of her. And with that being said, I can't fault them for shooting it. I can't fault them for shooting. Somebody coming at you with a car. If you're just a regular person, even if you ain't a policeman, you gonna do what you need to do to stop the car or get the hell out of the way. One of the two. Now, the thing is, as a police officer, he may have been thinking that, you know what, I'm going to stop the car so that she don't hurt nobody else. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what, it's got to develop a little more, man. We got to get some more information. And it's hard because you got social media and the regular media basically, you know, telling you what they want you to know. So that's a tough one there, too, to even decipher what the actual facts are. All right, man. I'm sorry. Miss CoCo J, we done got way too far off the relationship tip. I'm sorry. I did.
Now you speak French? No, you.
I did. I'm sorry. I apologize for the listeners out there who called earlier to talk about some relationship stuff, man. I'm sorry. Sometimes I get overpowered by politics. You know what I'm saying?
All good.
Okay, so I'm done with that, man. I done talked so long, we ain't even got time to go to commercial break.
You said that twice, right? That you done with it, but you just went on back into it. That's part of relationship stuff.
I'm just saying. I'm saying that's back to relationship stuff because that's what we do in relationships. We say, you know what, I'm over it. I'm done with that. And then next time we have an argument, that same thing come back up. I ain't playing no elbows, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, Ms. CoCo, let's moving right along.
Thank you.
And really though, I really did overtalk the whole thing. So we're gonna have to skip our commercial break. We're gonna have to jump right into the topic today, man. So make sure if you're on eblockradio.com or on Blog Talk, you hit us up 760-283-4647, man. We're talking about relationships now. We off of the politics. All right. So the question or the hot topic of the day is: should you know your mate's wants and needs without asking them? Now, I have to say first of all that this is definitely a woman's topic. But it's your show, so I respect that. And we're going to go to you first, all right? So should you know your mate's wants and needs without them asking? What you think? I kind of know the answer. I think I know the answer to every woman's answer anyway. But go ahead. Miss CoCo J, tell me what's on your mind.
Should you know your mate's wants and needs without them asking? I will say yes. You should know your woman or man's wants.
Right, you said it right. Your woman, because that's the only person that's significant in a relationship.
Without asking. Now, at the beginning, of course, you're learning that person. Y'all getting to know one another. But if you're in that relationship for about a year and a half, 2 years maybe, then you should know what your woman or your man likes. You should know what they don't like. You should know what they like, what they need. You should know this. And, I mean, you should know it because it's all that's all done through communication. Now, if y'all together and y'all don't communicate, then right there something is wrong. And y'all don't know one another. Y'all been together for how long? And you don't know this. That's because communication is missing, or just because you just don't give a damn. One or the other.
One of the two.
So one of the two, exactly. And I mean, of course, our needs and wants change over time as we mature, as your relationship grow. Your needs is going to change, and your wants is going to change. But once again, that all boils down to communicating that with communicating that information. You and your partner sharing that information with one another. So yeah, you should definitely know. And if it's something new that your mate or something new that your man or your woman wants, he just all of a sudden thought about something and they bring it to your attention, okay, that's fine. You didn't know, now you know. So most definitely, I will say you definitely should have to ask if you've been with this person for a certain amount of time.
If you've been with this woman, I know this is where we really focusing. Let's just go ahead and keep it real. This is where we're focusing. We're focusing on the woman. I know.
I would expect. I definitely expect you. I see. Those are kind of that, and that's what You know what? You're right. I'm just gonna stick with a woman because I'm speaking from my point of view.
That's exactly what you're doing.
That should be a woman's expectation when it comes to relationship. I know they say when your expectations can sometimes disappoint you when you're in a relationship, but for the most part, that should be one of your expectations in your relationship with your man, because this man should know you. This man should want to that makes a woman feel good about their relationship, feel good like, damn, he loved me. You know what I'm saying? He in love with me. Or however you want to put it. He listened to me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's listening to my needs. He's listening to my wants.
Okay.
So, well, in my case anyway, that's how I feel.
I feel. Okay,
Yeah.
like I said, I knew that was gonna be your response. All right. So, any if there's any non-estrogen out there that would like to call in, 760-283-4647, non-estrogen. Now, if you got estrogen, you can call in too. But I think it's gonna be kind of a lopsided thing because I know that's a woman's thing. So let me tell you my point of view on that. All right? And I know it's probably a lot of ladies listening because this is a ladies' topic. I'm gonna say that again. And this may not be the most popular opinion. All right, but when it comes to the question, should you know your mate's wants and needs without asking them? All right, so this is where it gets a little confusing. All right.
Just
so first of all, okay, I'm just saying. First of all, no, you should not know all of your mate's wants and needs without asking them. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because women always say, or women always believe or make us believe that the problem with their relationship is that there's no communication. So guess what happened when I think that I know everything that you want and need? We ain't gonna never talk about it, right? So how can you want both? How can you want communication but expect me to read your mind? It can't happen. You can't have both. And that's the reason why. That's the reason why. No, you shouldn't. But I'm saying this is why you should not know all of your mate's wants and needs. Because if that's the case, it would be no reason for us to communicate. If I know everything you need, like, hey, yeah, you got them roses, right? You good? Okay. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I paid the light bill. You good, right? Huh? Okay. Like, what are we gonna talk about? And see, and in a relationship, and when you and as an individual, all right, that was hard to say. As an individual. And say that real fast, though. It's kind of hard to say.
As an individual. It's not hard to say. Just talking about you.
Yeah, I guess so. I just can't. I just don't speak well. But as an individual, all right, we always are looking for the potential to growth as a human being. So even when you're in a relationship, that same concept is true. So if you're growing and changing, we need to communicate about that, which means I'm not gonna know everything that you want and need. So if you think that if that's your outlook on it, if that's how you grade the relationship, oh, he don't know what I wrote or need. You know, you gotta say it like that. But if it goes in that direction, that's gonna mean that at some point it's gonna be a clash because I'm not gonna know everything you want and need, and it's okay. It is okay. Now, women, I know.
So
I know this is wait a second. This is a hard thing for women to understand. So I just want to say it. All right, I want to slow it down for you, ladies.
Okay, say it.
I'm getting ready to say it. It's okay.
Say it.
It is okay to say or to tell what you want or need. It's okay. It's all right to say it. It's not that your man ain't shit. It's not that he don't know you, don't know what you want and need. It's okay. It's all right to say it. It's okay to tell me what you want or need. It's okay.
And that is what I said to communication. But also, pay attention to your woman. Pay attention to your man. Pay attention. And sometimes it can go without communication if you pay attention to your relationship, to your man, to your woman, to whatever that's going on in a relationship. Pay attention.
But the thing is that women always want. I'm just saying, ladies, I'm sorry, all right, but this is your time. Women always want you to pay attention to them. But how much attention do y'all actually pay to us? Other than letting us know what we're not doing.
We pay attention. I mean, well,
other than letting you know what you're not doing.
It's more to that. So I don't even know what you're talking about.
I know you don't. That's the perfect answer, ladies. I already knew it. I'm going to the phone lines now, though. You had your chance. You had your chance, and you answered, and that's it. We going to the phone lines, man. Don't forget, if you're on eblockradio.com or on Blog Talk Radio, man, hit us up. All right, 760-283-4647. Should you know your mate's wants and needs without them asking? All right, we're going to the phone lines. I got 313-671. You're on live with He Say, She Say. What up, though? 313-671. You're on live.
Hello.
I guess not.
Okay, now my
there we go.
comment. Hello.
What's up?
Now, how I look at that is, to the question is, should you know your mate's wants or needs without asking?
Yep.
I listen to both sides, the man's and the woman's side of it, and I agree with the male because
I got estrogen on my side. I can't believe it.
I agree with the male because your changes and your needs changes. What you used to like, you may not like anymore. Things that you didn't like before, you may like it now.
I said that.
I say. So I mean, I totally agree with that. But at the same time, I don't feel like my mate should automatically assume that, nor should he expect me to automatically know what those changes are. So
see.
I feel there is a need to communicate those needs. Now, if those needs are communicated, the question was without communicating. Now, if we're communicating, then yes, if I've already told you what I like, or if we're communicating, I'm telling you this, then absolutely you should know. But without asking, no, because I might not like what you're doing anymore. So
simple as that. I might not like it no more. Shit, I don't like that.
I might not. Right. That might just not do it for me. And what I'm doing just might not do it for you anymore. But if I don't ask you, yeah, I pretty much know my man. But it doesn't hurt to ask either. And it doesn't hurt to tell.
There you go. That's all I'm saying. Exactly. I feel you. Thank you for that.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for your call.
All right.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. This is the first time. Hold on, wait a second. This is the very first on He Say, She Say that I had estrogen agree with me. I can't believe it. I'm excited. I don't know. Fellas, y'all can call in now. It's safe.
But like I said from the beginning, I'm not sure if the caller heard me talk from the beginning, but I said we change. Our needs change as we get older, as the relationship grow and mature. So, I mean, our needs do change. I said that from the beginning. So I think we on the same boat.
No, don't try to jump on the bandwagon.
I didn't say that, Mr. Hood Howard Stern.
Don't try to get on this bandwagon. The wagon is full. The wagon is full over here. All right, the wagon is full.
I'm glad you have somebody to agree with you. But like I said that from the beginning. But it's cool.
Right, but you said that, but you still think that I should know without you saying it. I don't think so. I should know.
If we communicate that already, then you should know. That is what I said.
Yeah, but that's not what we're talking about, though. I said, should I know those things without you asking? That's the question on deck right now.
No, I'm saying.
You playing both sides. That ain't fair.
If you know my needs, if you don't know my needs, and it's something that we communicate, and I still have to ask, then yes, it's a problem. No, I shouldn't. I shouldn't have to communicate those needs, and we already done so. So yes, I expect you to do it if we've already communicated it. So that's my whole thing. So.
All right. Well, my thing to that though, all right, is that if you have communicated already and those needs or wants are not being met at that time, it's okay for you to say something. It's okay.
Okay, and I agree.
It's all right.
I've been agreed.
Yeah, but say something without being mad about it. Didn't I tell you? Ain't no way to remind somebody. Didn't I tell you I wanted roses on Saturday? Like, Didn't I tell you?
Like
I mean, I don't know about. Yeah, I mean you should, but I mean as a man, once you say "didn't I tell you," it turned into Charlie Brown. Womp 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 womp. Didn't I tell you? I'm not even listening no more.
Right.
Yeah. I mean that's that's just me, but you know your mate though, so you know that already, right? But even though you know, no, I'm saying, but like even though you know that, don't you still start sentences off with "didn't I tell you"?
Probably so. I'm sure.
Okay, exactly right. That's what I'm talking about. But you know that's something that I don't like, but you still do it, right? Sometimes that happens.
It's okay.
Sometimes that happens.
So let me ask you this: which male or female, which one of us carry more of the weight when providing those needs and wants?
Come on.
Should the man or should a woman?
It's not who should, it's who does. This is a man's responsibility and a woman's want. Don't you know that when you in a relationship, the only thing that matters is if you happy. Where do you think the term happy wife, happy life came from?
So you don't think I know this? I just wanted to see what your answer was.
Of course, you know what. You know what? Before I get too deep into it, we're gonna go back to the phone lines, man. If you're on eblockradio.com or on Blog Talk Radio, make sure you call in right now, 760-283-4647. We only got about 10 minutes left. We want to know, should you know your mate's wants and needs without them asking? All right, we're going to the phone lines. I got 469-471. You on live. He say, she say. I was about to say my other show. I'm sorry.
Greetings to you guys. How y'all doing? This is a good topic. My husband and I were talking about this was Monday, and we are like to me when I know his needs, I am in my higher self. When I know his needs. When I want to know something, I always say my ego is very nosy, and that is my doubt. So it all depends on what part of your inner world you're coming from. Because when you know your mate, you don't have to ask; you just know it, and that's the whole thing about it is knowing and knowing the needs. When you know the needs, there's no need to ask; you just know it. Because I had to get to the point I had to ask myself who was asking. Because, like I say, you know, my ego and my little feelings and emotions are always going to ask my husband something, and he's going to give me a sarcastic answer, and then there we go in these debates. So
man, that sounds so familiar.
So I have to know what I'm asking. And my wants a lot comes from my humanity part, and I try to stay away from that. That's my troubled side.
Now, since we got you on the line, I'm gonna ask you the same thing though. Who do you think that burden weighs more heavily on, the man or the female?
Whoever has less. I think whoever is less knowing who they are.
Oh, wow, that's wow.
The less
that's one way to look at it.
Yeah, the less you know about yourself, the more responsibilities you're going to have. That's just me.
I've never looked at it like that.
Right, that's a different angle.
Right.
Yeah, because it kind of gets to where it's not a male nor female. It's, because we got both of those little traits in us, you know. You got some males that has a lot of feminine nature, you know, and vice versa. I think,
that's true.
So I think it all depends on who is the one that knows themselves less is the one that has more of the burden. That's just my personal question.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for your call, though.
All right,
thank you. I'll stay back and listen, yes.
All right. Hey, that's one way. I never looked at it like that. Because I figure that, you know, as a man, we take most of the burden of, you know, having to know all these things.
I'm sorry, Hood, I was sorry, but I just got to interrupt you right quick. You say burden. Is it really a burden? To know your mate's needs and wants? Is that a burden? I'm just asking.
Well, okay. well, when I say burden, I mean like like the term burden of truth. It's just a term. So all I mean by that is who has more responsibility in it all. And I think for us, it always falls back to the man, only because when you're in a relationship, it seems like the only thing that matters is a woman's happiness. Why do you think that term happy wife, happy life was even coined? Because it's true. Like then you see people who you see old couples who've been married for they celebrating their 75th anniversary. You know what I'm saying? They've been married since since they left the field. Okay.
Really?
I'm
wow.
sorry. I take that back.
Yeah.
That was insensitive,
yeah,
I guess.
Very.
But it was funny though, and it's it was funny. Okay, so 35 years. A lot of that probably went over a couple people's head anyway. I hope it did because I don't want no problem. But anyway, they celebrate their 75th anniversary. Let's just say they've been married for a long time. Oftentimes, you find the husband who has figured out a way to know his wife's any and everything in order to make her happy, in order for him to be happy for 75 years. So that's why I say that it's definitely, to me, it's definitely more of a I won't say a burden. I just say it's more of a responsibility for the male. I mean that's the way I think of it. And whether he know himself or not, I think it's more on him because relationships only survive when the woman is happy. Like that's.
But why do you think that? Because
because y'all rule the world.
Could it be because when your woman is happy, she's gonna automatically make her man happy when you're making her happy. It's a mother instinct or some going along those lines.
Okay.
And that's why they say happy wife, happy life. Because if your woman pissed and she mad, she ain't thinking about you. She ain't trying to make you happy. If you're not trying to give her do what you're supposed to do as a man, that might hinder her from making you happy or trying to.
But see, why is not no term for the happy husband though? Is it because the husband ain't never happy in a relationship? Is that what it is? There's no term for happy husband. Is it because there's nothing wrong with husband?
You know what? That's what it is. Don't nothing wrong with husband.
Yeah, right. That's not what it is. It's because nobody cares about the husband. Nobody cares about the man until something goes wrong. I don't. Nobody cares about the man until he walk away from his family, or he don't pay the bill, or he don't give you the roses on Saturday. Nobody cares about the man until it don't. I'm saying, for real. Just like Chris Rock said, I use this all the time because it's so true. The man of the house don't never get nothing except a big piece of chicken. That's it. You don't get no thank you for the lights is on. I'm glad I can wash my ass in this water. You know what I'm saying? Nobody you not it's a thankless job. It's like an offensive lineman. Like offensive linemen make Tom Brady look great. They make Cam Newton look great. Shout out to Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers, man. Good luck next week in the Super Bowl. But I'm just saying, the offensive linemen make them great. But the quarterbacks get all the love. The offensive lineman is a thankless job. It's just like being a man, a husband, or whatever. It's the same thing. It's a thankless job until you're not doing it. Just like the offensive line. Just like the offensive line, they get no love. Cam Newton doing all these great things only because he got a great offensive line. If he was getting killed, I mean, yeah, a little bit. But if he was getting killed day in and day out, then you would hear all this news about the offensive line. So this is the same thing as the husband or the man. It's like you won't hear nothing. You won't hear nothing about him until he walk away from his family or until he ain't taking care of his kids. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's our duty to know all of these wants and needs, and it barely falls on the woman.
A woman, okay, listen, you talked about your football. So let me say this.
Shout out to the Panthers, though.
Anyway, so when a woman wife is, that man is taking care of those needs and wants, like I said earlier, she's going to automatically make sure that her man and husband is good, because and we show our appreciation through what? What do you think women show our appreciation from doing what? Telling you, for one, showing you.
By by not nagging or not trying to hold a conversation while the game on. Yeah, I don't know.
That's a good one.
We don't even know though, because we don't even know, because we so rarely see it. We don't even know. We like, I guess that's it right there. Like, we don't even know, because we don't even see it often enough.
I think it's a lot of men out there that do see it. Probably not as many as for the ones that don't see it, unfortunately, but.
Like I said, man, the man ain't even important in the relationship until it's about what he don't do or what he haven't done. I'm just saying. But y'all have no responsibility in that.
I disagree.
Man.
I think women should play a role in making a man happy. It's just as
not as big a role as man making a woman happy.
You know what? I'm not even gonna say that. Don't put words in my mouth now.
You ain't gotta say it. We hear you. Everybody on the phone line hear you. Everybody in America and Yugoslavia, wherever they listening to us at here.
I didn't say that. But you did agree that it weighs the burden, as you call it, weighs more on a man than it does a woman.
It does. So,
with that being said, I agree.
That's all you can say.
I agree.
I agree. Hey, on that note, man, we gonna get up out here. We done already used an hour of y'all time, man. I know it's Friday. You want to get back to being Friday. So we're going to let everybody go, man. We had a lovely conversation today, man. I want to thank everybody who checked us out today, everybody who checked us out on Periscope for a few minutes at the beginning, everybody that called in, and everybody who checked us out on eBlock Radio, or the people that even download the mobile app. So don't forget, if you got an Android phone, you can download the mobile app to your phone. You can take eBlock Radio, He Say, She Say, everywhere with you. So even if you didn't listen to it live, you can go back and listen to it next time, you know? So that's how we do it here, man. It's on demand entertainment. That's the way of the world these days. But on that note, man, we gonna get up out of here, man, before we start an argument, because I don't know what you want.
You don't know what I want?
I don't know what you want or need. I don't know.
Oh, okay. We definitely got an issue then.
Yeah, we'll handle that off the air though.
Yeah.
We're about here, though, man. Thank everybody for checking us out today, man. Make sure you check us out next week on Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at www.eblockradio.com. Also, you can go there and check out all the replays, man. We up out here, man. We check y'all out next week, though, man. It's your boy, the Hood Howard Stern, Q Lewis.
This is your girl, CoCo J. Have a safe and blessed weekend.
Peace, y'all.